Imagine an AI just sorting out the chaos of your browser tabs.
It makes you wonder if the next big leap in AI is less about explicit commands and more about anticipating what we need.
Welcome back, I'm Bella.
And I'm Michael. This show's scripted and produced with AI, built by Taha Baba, pulling today's stories straight from blog.tahababa.com.
If you want these landing in your feed most days, go ahead and subscribe. Let's get into it. I just read about Mozilla's new Firefox Smart Window, which uses AI to organize and preview browser tabs. It sounds like something that could genuinely tackle the chaos of information overload.
It certainly does. It moves us into that ambient computing space where technology tries to anticipate our needs rather than waiting for explicit commands. It's a practical application of that shift.
That's fascinating. The idea of having the browser actively organizing itself sounds incredibly helpful for daily productivity. How do you think they balance the efficiency of the organization with keeping the interface feeling intuitive for the user?
That's the tricky part, isn't it? The challenge isn't just making it efficient, but making the AI integration feel genuinely human-centered. That's the deeper design question here.
Exactly. So it shifts the focus from pure efficiency to how we design these AI tools to truly anticipate what we need, rather than just doing the work faster. It makes you wonder about the future of software design. Wait, so local Yelp reviews are actually being fed into ChatGPT to influence how AI assistants describe businesses. That sounds incredibly specific.
It is. It means that your reputation in local markets is now a direct input for the language AI uses to attract new customers. It moves customer feedback from a static record to a dynamic competitive tool.
So the businesses that manage those authentic reviews will automatically get a massive advantage in discoverability and trust. That really puts the pressure on local shops.
Exactly. It shifts the focus entirely to proactive review management. If you want the AI to paint a positive picture, you have to ensure the underlying data, the reviews, is perfect.
It makes you wonder how much of our online reputation is actually being managed by algorithms rather than just human interaction.
It's a fascinating intersection of local commerce and generative AI. It proves that reputation is now a measurable, deployable data point.
That August 2025 spam update really sounds like a seismic shift for the web. It suggests that the focus is moving past simple spam and into punishing the sheer scale of unnatural link building.
Exactly. It's less about fighting malicious links and more about identifying content that prioritizes ranking manipulation over actual user intent. The penalty is now applied to scale without substance.
So even if a site has genuinely high-quality content, if the link profile is built purely for SEO, it gets hit. That makes you wonder about the long-term strategy for building authority online.
It forces a complete audit. Businesses can no longer rely on link volume. They need to ensure their entire link strategy aligns with user experience rather than just chasing algorithmic boosts.
It really emphasizes that these changes are happening incredibly fast. Are you confident that most businesses are taking the time to properly reassess their link strategies now? So Google is explicitly targeting scaled content abuse, meaning they're cracking down on content produced just to manipulate rankings. That sounds like a big shift for anyone relying on high-volume content.
It's essentially a formal acknowledgement that massive content output without genuine value is unsustainable. They are drawing a line between efficient content creation and pure exploitation.
Exactly. It forces businesses to confront whether their content is actually solving a user problem or just filling space. How do you think that changes the content strategy overall?
It means the focus shifts from sheer volume to demonstrable utility. If the content isn't serving a user need, the ranking manipulation won't pay off in the long run.
It really puts the pressure on the automation side of things. The line between efficiency and exploitation is getting much thinner in this new era of content.
Precisely. The challenge now is defining what genuine value means when automation is doing the heavy lifting. It's a strategic pivot for everyone.
I was just reading about a tool called Smartling, and it sounds like it's completely flipping the script on how companies handle global content.
It's positioning itself as a way to turn localization from a painful bottleneck into a strategic advantage, essentially leveraging LLMs while still ensuring brand consistency through translation memory and human oversight.
So it's not just faster translation, but it's about maintaining that specific brand voice across different markets, which is a massive hurdle right now.
Exactly. The real innovation isn't just the AI translation. It's integrating the brand voice consistency into the process so campaigns resonate locally without losing their core identity.
That makes sense. It sounds like the next big step for scaling international growth for businesses. Docker is really doubling down on security, making zero-CVE container images the default across the entire software supply chain. That sounds like a massive shift in how we approach deployment.
It's certainly a proactive move, driven by the escalating risk of supply chain attacks. They're not just patching containers, they're building the security right into the foundational images themselves.
I find it fascinating how they integrated AI governance into this. How does tracking agent policy decisions actually help prevent a zero-day exploit in a production environment?
It's about visibility and accountability. When you have agents making policy decisions, you need to track the chain of command to ensure that the security protocols are consistently applied, not just theoretically defined.
So it really brings up that tension between speed and security for large organizations. Can they truly maintain rapid innovation while enforcing such airtight security standards?
That's the crux of it. The goal seems to be shifting the baseline so that security isn't an afterthought, but an inherent, non-negotiable part of the development lifecycle.
So Dynatrace just bought Arize for nearly $1 billion to tackle the whole observability mess happening with AI agents. That sounds like a huge pivot.
It really is. They're essentially trying to bridge the gap between infrastructure telemetry and understanding what the AI models are actually doing. It makes sense given how complex these agent systems are becoming.
But the real kicker seems to be what this implies for platform teams. If agents are making decisions, how do you even audit those decisions when they go wrong?
Exactly. It shifts the focus from monitoring hardware failures to monitoring cognitive failures. The technical debt isn't just in the code, it's in the unpredictable behavior of autonomous systems.
And that brings up the question of responsibility. If an AI-driven system fails, who do you point the finger at?
That's the million-dollar question. It forces us to redefine accountability when systems operate autonomously. It's a massive headache for compliance right now.
I just read about a really wild example of agent-driven churn. A customer actually left Notion after 7 years because an internal AI agent took over their last workflow.
That's fascinating. It completely flips the script on retention. It suggests that the value isn't in the software itself, but in the workflow the agent manages.
Exactly. It makes you wonder if traditional SaaS metrics are completely obsolete now. How do you even measure the relationship when an AI is doing the heavy lifting?
It forces us to rethink customer success entirely. We need to stop measuring simple usage and start measuring the efficacy and autonomy of the agent within the platform.
So, the real challenge for product development isn't just keeping the software useful, but managing the evolution of the AI relationship with the user.
Precisely. The next big product roadmap has to account for how AI agents integrate and detach, not just how users click buttons.
Quick hit number 2. Google's spam update is just a routine adjustment.
Lenny's job surfaces unlisted tech jobs from audience polls.
Ambrook upgrades agriculture with AI-powered accounting software.
GitHub suffered a widespread outage, impacting repositories and services.
Alipay unveiled a full-stack AI-powered commerce infrastructure.
Google introduces security controls for workspace studios, agentic automations.
Apple trained a China-specific large language model in partnership with Alibaba.
Google now shows social post performance in search results.
Cursor launched Origin, an AI-powered code hosting platform.
ByteDance reached an agreement to embed copyright protections in its AI models.
OpenAI and NVIDIA are building an 8GW AI compute campus in Ohio.
ThumbnailCreator.com is an AI-powered YouTube thumbnail generator.
ThumbnailCreator.com offers AI-powered design generation trained on viral thumbnails.
Free online course helps UK charities address digital exclusion.
Charity Digital offers discounted cybersecurity protection for charities.
That's today's show, scripted and produced with AI by Taha Baba.
You can read the full write-up anytime at blog.tahababa.com. And if you want these landing in your feed most days, hit subscribe.
See you next time.